वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्।
अथ द्वादशोऽध्यायः। एवं सततयुक्ता ये भक्ताः स्वां पर्युपासते ये चाप्यक्षरमव्यक्तं तेषां के योगवित्तमाः। मय्यावेश्य मनो ये मां नित्ययुक्ता उपासते श्रद्धया पर्युपेतास्ते मे युक्ततमा मताः। ये त्वक्षरमनिर्देश्यमव्यक्तं पर्युपासते सर्वत्र गमचिन्त्यं च कूटस्थमचलं ध्रुवम्। सन्नियम्येन्द्रियग्रामं सर्वत्र समबुद्धया ते प्राप्नुवन्ति मामेव सर्वभूतहिते रताः। क्लेशोऽधिकतरस्तेषामव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम् अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखं देहवद्भिर्वाप्यते। ये तु सर्वाणि कर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्परा अनन्येनैव योगेन मां ध्यायन्त उपासते तेषामहं समुद्धरता मृत्युसंसारसागरात् भवामि न चिरात् पार्थ मय्यावेशितचेतसाम्। मय्येव मन आधत्स्व मयि बुद्धिं निवेशय निवसिष्यसि मय्येव अत ऊर्ध्वं न संशयः। अथ चित्तं समाधातुं न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम् अभ्यासयोगेन ततो मामिच्छाप्तुं धनञ्जय। अभ्यासेऽप्यसमर्थोऽसि मत्कर्म परमो भव मदर्थमपि कर्माणि कुर्वन् सिद्धिमवाप्स्यसि। अथैतदप्यशक्तोऽसि कर्तुं मद्योगमाश्रितः सर्वकर्मफलत्यागं ततः कुरु यतात्मवान्। श्रेयो हि ज्ञानमभ्यासात् ज्ञानात् ध्यानं विशिष्यते ज्ञानात् कर्मफलत्यागात् शान्तिरनन्तरम्। अद्वेष्टा सर्वभूतानां मैत्रः करुण एव च निर्ममो निरहङ्कारः समदुःखसुखक्षमी। सन्तुष्टः सततं योगी यतात्मा दृढनिश्चयः मय्यर्पितमनो बुद्धिर्यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः। यस्मान्नो द्विजते लोको लोकान्नो च यः हर्षामर्षभयोद्वेगैर्मुक्तो यः स च मे प्रियः। अनपेक्षः शुचिर्दक्ष उदासीनो गतव्यथः सर्वारम्भपरित्यागी यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः। यो न हृष्यति न द्वेष्टि न शोचति न काङ्क्षति शुभाशुभपरित्यागी भक्तिमान् यः स मे प्रियः। समः शत्रौ च मित्रे च तथा मानापमानयोः शीतोष्णसुखदुःखेषु समः सङ्गविवर्जितः। तुल्यनिन्दास्तुतिर्मौनी सन्तुष्टो येन केनचित् अनिकेतः स्थिरमतिर्भक्तिमान् मे प्रियो नरः। ये तु धर्म्यामृतमिदं यथोक्तं पर्युपासते श्रद्दधाना मत्परमा भक्तास्तेतीव मे प्रियाः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। उपस्थित भगवत
भक्तों के रूप में मेरी अपनी ही आत्माओं। श्रीमद् भगवद गीता भगवान के मुखारबिंद से निकली हुई अमर वाणी है, और जो भी जीव श्रद्धा सहित इस अमर वाणी को धारण करता है, वो जीवत्व को छोड़कर ईश्वरत्व की प्राप्ति करता है, इसमें कोई संशय नहीं है। ये जीवात्मा चाहे जिस देश में रहे और चाहे जिस भेष में रहे, गीता सबका सब काल में समान रूप से कल्याण करने वाला एक अनुपम एवं अलौकिक ग्रंथ है।
सुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्याति लक्ष्यम्। एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षीभूतं भवातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। जगरात्मा उन्नति के लिए आगे बढ़ो, सुख शांति का भंडार तुम में है भरा। गीता पढ़ो, गीता पढ़ो, गीता पढ़ो, गीता पढ़ो, गीता पढ़ो। भगवान के तुम अंश हो, बतला रही गीता तुम्हें। परमोहनी ड्रामा न सोते काल बहु गीता तुम्हें। तुम हो अजर, तुम हो अमर, मरने की झंझट छोड़ दो, जग का प्रेम बंधन छोड़ दो गीता पढ़ो गीता पढ़ो गीता पढ़ो गीता पढ़ो जिस धर्म से नीचे गिरे उसके लिए फिर से चढ़ो होगा न फिर आवागमन गीता पढ़ो गीता पढ़ो स्वामी हरि हर जी कहे गीता जगत को तारती सब भक्त मिलकर प्रेम से इनकी उतारो आरती गीता पढ़ो 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 वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं निर्मलमोहा चित्तसङ्गदोषा आध्यात्मनित्या विनिवृत्तकामा द्वन्द्वे विमुक्ता सुखदुःखसंगे गच्छन्त्यमूढा परमव्ययं तत् सर्वस्य चाहं इति सन्निविष्टो मत्तास्मृतिर्ज्ञानमपोहनं च वेदे च सर्वे रहदेव वेजो वेदान्तकृतवे दाविदेव चाहं वेदान्तकृतवे दाविदेव चाहम् You can now slowly and gently open your eyes and know that you are a unique and beautiful spiritual being of pure consciousness, and all you have to do is to shine brightly. Always bring the sunshine with you, and you'll be helping the world and the universe. Stay blessed. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev Maharaj, Jai Geeta Mata.
Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev. On behalf of Swami Geeta Kiranji, Guru Bhai Joshiji, and Geeta Ashram Canada too, I extend a very warm welcome to all of you. Thank you for being with us tonight. I would now like to hand it over to Joshiji to please take it over. Joshiji, over to you.
Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev. Always beautiful to be together on Thursday on Guruvar, waiting for listening some pearls, jewels from our scholars, Dr. Prasadji, Narendra Kapoorji, saying that I want to request our very dear Narendra Kapoorji to please begin showering some jewels share with us so we can take it with us and become spiritually very wealthy. Thank you, Kapoor Sahab. Please take it.
Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev to all. This is my most favorite platform to discuss the wisdom of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. All are scholarly, individual in their own right, and we are learning a lot. Having said that, let us start due to the time constraint. We must respect time. Om Shri Paramatme Namaha. Geeta Shasmidham Punyam Ya Pathet Priyata Puman Vishnu Padam Paproti Bhai Shokadi Varditaha Geeta Adhyan Shilasya Pranayam Parasya Naiva Santi Hi Papani Purvajanam Kritani Cha Kiritinam Gadinam Chakrahastam Michhami Tvam Drashtum Aham Tathaiva Teneva Rupen Chaturbhujena Sahasrabaho Bhava Vishwamurte Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansachanurmardhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurum Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Dhyanamoolam Gururmurti Pujamoolam Guru Padam Mantramoolam Gururvakyam Mokshamoolam Guru Kripa. Today, I just want to share with you. I think we discussed before also, but this topic is very near and dear to me. And I have been sharing these thoughts at different denominations in New York. And The idea is there is a verse, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yome Bhaktya Prayachati. We have been begging from the Almighty all our lives, many things, and we never stop. We never stop. We think we are asking for blessings, but those are your desires. But we never reflect back that what Bhagwan Shri Krishna is asking from all of us. If we do that, then there is no need additional prayer. This is the wisdom I am sharing with you with utmost humility, coming out of the lotus lips of our great Guruji, Swami Hariharji Maharaj. Patram Pushpam. Patra means leaf. Pushp means flower. And phalam means fruit. So these three things, it's a combination of our life. These are the three things Bhagwan Shri Krishna is asking all of us to dedicate these things to me. But Bhagavad Gita is a technical treatise, and people do not go on in between the lines. They are just reading on the lines, and then they follow that. But that does not lead us to any spiritual progress. Patra means leaf. If I show you any leaf, like tulsi leaf or mango leaf, you will understand the tree. So leaf is the recognition from where it is coming. That is the root. You will understand which plant this leaf belongs to. Second thing, Patram Pushpam. Push means flower. What is flower in our body? And how it can be transformed in the brilliant achievement in terms of spirituality. And third, Patram Pushpam Phalam. That is the fruit. He's not asking for bananas and mangoes and apples, which we do. Those are okay. But you have to go beyond that. What is Bhagwan Sri Krishna is asking for? So let us start with the first one, because due to the time constraint, we'll go through quickly. Patram means your mind. When anybody interacts with you, he understands your personality, because you will speak from your mind. So mind identifies your identity to the outer world to which you are interacting. And Bhagwan Shri Krishna says, give me your mind. So now it's a big question. Which mind you will give? This dirty mind, full of dirt, full of desires, full of all the vices. Our minds are not clear. We never wash it. And then we pretend that we are doing spiritual things. But mind, if not washed, because you have to offer it to Bhagwan Sri Krishna. He is asking for, give me patram, give me your mind. So you have to clean the mind through meditation and yoga. Meditation to manage the mind. Once the mind is managed, you get the concentration, one-pointed. And that mind, when you offer to in the lotus feet of Bhagwan Sri Krishna, you will be near and dear to him. This is one condition. So clean up your mind. You have to work hard. We have been doing all the things, all the life, but still it is not too late. His mercy is always available. but your dedication and perseverance must be there on a daily basis. Second quality, patra pushpa, flower. What is flower in our body? There are many definitions. I am talking in layman's language, just to go at a day-to-day life. So, patram pushpam. Push means flower. Flower is your intellect. Your intellect. What do you think most of the time? What is there in the memory? We have been misusing and abusing this most important, powerful source of spirituality. We are using our intellect, which is the flower, by holding the negative things and deleting the positivity. Our mind is full of negative attributes of others, and rarely we save the goodness of others. So this type of intellect you cannot offer to Bhagwan Shri Krishna. He is the best engineer. He made this body. There's no defect in it. It is in the absence of ignorance that we are misusing and abusing it. So be mindful. Clean up your memory. Delete, like on a daily basis, we do on cell phones. Otherwise, your memory will be compromised. Delete the bad things you are holding in your memory and practice the goodness of others, the merits of others. When we will do that, our intellect will be polished and is accepted by the Almighty Bhagwan Shri Krishna. And he says, such an individual is very near and dear to me. The third attribute, patram, pushpam, phalam. So what is the fruit? He's not asking for bananas and what is it called, oranges and apples and other which are available in the market. And we have been doing that without realizing. What he's asking, give me the fruit of your action. That is the fruit he's asking for. So review under the microscopic study. What are you doing on a daily basis? Review it. Do the internal audit. And do the right karma. Right karma, when you do it, this is the fruit Bhagwan Shri Krishna is asking for. So on a daily basis, we must review our actions in the light of Srimad Bhagavad Gita and try to develop this art, not to hold it, the negative things within you, around you, behind you, in front of you. So that fruit Bhagwan Shri Krishna is asking, and whosoever with complete dedication and commitment offers that food in the lotus leaves of Bhagwan Shri Krishna, that individual is very near and dear to Bhagwan Shri Krishna. So we must try to read Bhagavad Gita in between the lines also for a common man. And when you understand Bhagavad Gita, this will happen only. Otherwise, it is just a theory. Because Jnana is not on the lines, Jnana is in between the lines. In the court of law, I am giving you the example. The Constitution of USA is the same for everybody. Or the article is same for the defense and the prosecutor. but defends interpreting the same provision in the Constitution of the United States in a different way. And the prosecutor referring to the same article in a different vision. And it is up to the jury and judge. But what I'm sharing with you, try to understand at your own level, in between the lines. And that is Srimad Bhagavad Gita. That is very easy to understand. But then the question will come, practice. So practice. Time is not our side. We are the visitors. Visas are expiring every day, all around. And we don't know the expiry date. So do it. There is no excuse that the time is not there. Even one moment with sincerity and deep down the guidance of our great Guru, Swami Hariharji Maharaj. Practice this art. And with these thoughts, I will stop right here because I have to respect the time. And Jai Shri Krishna, Joshi ji, and Prasad ji, and my dear Peter ji, and my dearest sister, Kiran ji. Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna again. Thank you so much. Very popular, very dear words of Gurudev. Patsam pushpam palam soyam yome bhaktya prayachasi. I think, Kapoor, you were there when you gave the discourse on this in Minnesota. Beautifully done, and we have somewhere, and you have given a good explanation that he's not looking for apple or banana, he's looking for the fruits of your action. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Now is our time to go in the class. The students are ready. Dr. Saab, we are ready. Please take it to us. Thank you. Yes, Krishna.
Thank you very much, Joshi ji. Please do not say all those flowery words. We are all at the same boat, same level, not a scholar or anything at all. We're all learning Bhagavad Gita and this beautiful scripture, as Narendra Kapoor ji has said, between the lines, when you start to dive into it and you enjoy thoroughly. Let me share with you today whatever I have to say. Thank you very much, Joshi ji. I will start with prayer to Bhagwan and Gurudev. Vansi vibhushitara navnirdava pitambara darunabimba phaladharostat Purnendu sundar mukha Arvinda netra Krishnat param kimapita tvamaham na jane Chidrupena parivyaptam Trailokyam sacharacharam Padam darshitam yena tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Let me share with you some thoughts on this prayer to Gurudev, Guru Stotram. This is the 5th verse of Guru Stotram. I have particularly chosen this because of this use of this word, Chidrupena. Chidrupena, it has 2 parts, Chit, Rupena. Chit is consciousness. I have picked up this Chit. I will talk about Chit. It will come in today's verses of chapter 6, subsequently. Chit. chitta rupena. Chit is consciousness, supreme consciousness. In the form of chitta, there is no form. Although rupena word is used, but the way consciousness is spread all over, and Bhagwan is vyapta trilokyam sachar achar. Tatpadam darsitam yena. One who has shown us his feet to that Guru, tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. As I mentioned, this verse is verse number 5 of that Guru Stotram. It has got 13 verses, ending with the 14th verse, the beautiful verse which Swami Geeta Kiranji often sings when she starts her prayer. We all know this verse. That is verse number 1, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu. We also know very well this verse number 2, Akhand Mandalakaram. But this is the one which is again the concluding verse of Guru Stotram. Brahmanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadrisham Tattvamasyadikshalam Dilakshayam Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Guna Triguna Rahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. This is the verse, beautiful verse, beautifully sung by Geeta Kiranji. Now coming to the 6th chapter. We know that we have covered up to 13 and touched verse 14 last week. Verse 14 and 15, Bhagwan says how to meditate on me, to my form, Sagun Sakar Upasana. Then in 16 and 17, he goes to describe about certain restrictions which to be observed with regards to the body, the ahar, bihar, swapna, jagrat, we'll come to that. Then he takes 6 verses to tell us about how to meditate nirguna upasana, that which without akar, without guna, and to meditate on that, how to do that will be described in verses 18 to 23. Now let us see what Bhagwan says in chapter 6, verse 15. He says, Prashantatma vigatavih brahmachari vrate stitah manah sanyamya matchitto yukta asita matparah. He says, Prasantatma, that is serene mind. Vigatavih, vi is fear, vigat is gone, fearless. Brahmachari vrate sthitah, situated in the vow of celibacy. Manah sanyamya, having controlled the mind. Mat chittaha yuktaha, see chittaha is the word used here. Chittaha, fix the mind on me. I will explain. Asit, sit down. Matparaha, having me as the supreme goal. The meaning is, with serene mind and fearlessness, firm in the vow of celibacy, the yogi should sit down to meditate on me with his mind brought under control and fix on me, having me alone as the supreme goal. Now let us look at these words one after another. Let us talk about the first half, the upper half. So the words are prasantatma vigatavihi brahmachari vrate sthitah. When we call prasannatma, what do you mean by that? Serene mind? Peaceful mind? Actually, it means antahkaran, peace in the inner conscience of mind, inner equipment of mind. We have the antahkaran and bahirkaran. Here Bhagwan is talking about antahkaran ki shanti. प्रशांत आत्मा वह व्यक्ति जिसके अंतरात्मा में शांति है. And this is only possible if he is not affected by the waves of information which is coming from outside. Raga, dvesh. Either you are attached to things outside or you have aversion from it. Raga, dvesh, vijuktesu, visaya indriya sharan, atma vasya videya atma, prasadam adhigacchati. So for getting that prasadam adhigacchati, for getting that prasad, you have to get rid of rag and dvesa. And rag and dvesa are the response of the individual as a result of interaction with the world outside. As long as you are affected by the environment outside, you can never attain antahkaran ki shanti. So the first principle is that we have to not find ways and means to not disturbed by whatever is happening outside the world. And we have talked about this in previous chapters also, how to do that. We will not go into that. So that is important point here. How prasantatma, how one can attain this serenity of mind. Vigatavihi, fearlessness. Why do we fear? What is there to be afraid of? We have problem with the body, we have problem with the mind, we have problem with the intellect. If these are affected by some factors which disturb it, you don't want to lose something which you have, or you gain something which you don't want. So there are two things. You do not want to have something which makes you disturbed, or you do not want to lose something which you have fear of losing and you affected by that. So the body sickness is the one thing. The worst thing is this fear of death. We may die, whatever body. We know, everybody knows. Somebody may not know also that he is going to die. So we are not conscious about the death. If you are conscious about the death, you will never get afraid of it. But you will know how to overcome this. You will not look at the body. You look at your body is, of course, every moment you are dying. If you are aware of the death that is happening every moment, then you realize this is happening and this will keep on happening. You have no control. Nobody has any control. That death is happening every moment. Every cell in the body is transforming, and that transformation is a death. And that one should not be afraid of, but unfortunately, we are all very much, people are very much fearful of death. Then, thirdly, you don't want to gain some bad thing coming to you, and you do not want to lose something which is good for you. So also the intellect. So the problem of fear, one should be free from it. Then only you will be able to have attention towards Bhagwan. The other part is brahmachari prate sthitah, situated in the vow of celibacy. There are two aspects of it. One is that the prescribed definition of the word celibacy, that is abstaining from sexual relations. This has limitations, and monks have their way of restricting. Householder have the other one way of remaining brahmacharya. But beyond that, if you think something beyond that, not just about the rules and of society, but if you go beyond, then brahmacharya means Brahma is a Brahma, and charya means is strolling into it, which is against, opposite to bhogacharya. If you are brahmacharya, then you are strolling in the realm of Brahma. That should be the understanding of brahmacharya sthita. You should be in different world, not in the world of sense gratification. So if you are away from sense gratification and you are strolling or moving yourself in the field of Brahma, then you are following the brahmacharya. Now, coming to the other half, man sanyamya machitto yukta asita matparaha. There is manah sanyamya, that is, you are able to discipline your mind. And this can only happen if you have been able to gradually get rid of these deficiencies, mala, vikshepa, and avaran. We have touched and described this earlier also. Then once you see the way these words are put in, one after another, man sanyamya, mat chitta yukta, mat paraha. This is 3 steps is there. There is mana. Above that is there is in between the buddhi. I will come to that, explain again. But keep it that way. You have but mana, then you have the intellect, then you have a chitta, and then only you are able to matparaha. You will be able to get this mind which is purified, get rid of mal, vikshepa, and avaran. It becomes Suddha Vivek. Viveka Vairagya leads to Visuddhakaran of Chitta. I will again explain. Only when you have your man is disciplined, that your Chitta is Suddha, then only this Chitta Suddha can be one with Brahma. You will be able to Asita Matparaha. When you sit down and meditate, you will be able to concentrate. Bhagavan says, Matparaha, that you take me as the supreme goal and concentrate on that. But for that, your manasanyama, matchitta should happen. Now, I had earlier given understanding of what is the mana, buddhi, chitta or ahankar, which is part of antahkaran. I have given you in detail. This is for those who wants to dive deep into understanding of all these. But if it makes you confused, you may ignore this. See, mana, nobody has been able to really understand the exact what is actually this mind. People have in their own way, if you go to the Shastras and you go into that, you will sometimes get lost. And they have own way of describing how it works. Adi Shankaracharya has beautifully put into 4 categories: man, buddhi, chitta, or ahankar. These are the 4 components of antahkaran. But then Vidyaranya in Panchadasi describes that they are not separate components. In fact, they are together. So consider all the four components as one. And then you can analyze. So there are so many verses are there in this Panchadasi which describes this phenomena. Patanjali is the one who concentrates on Chitta. According to Patanjali Yoga Shastra, Chitta Vritti Nirodha. You are able, if once you are able to purify, or Nirodha has its own way of describing, but actually it is the vritti of, if you are able to control the vritti of Chitta, then you are able to concentrate or meditate. So in order to meditate, there is a need for the Chitta Vritti Nirodha. So he thinks that Chitta holds the key to ultimate reality. According to Patanjali Yoga, Patanjali, Chitta is the one which is the ultimate, which is the key to ultimate reality. So he concentrates on Chitta and describes. You will be surprised to note that entire Bhagavad Gita, the word Chitta comes only 3 times. And Man and Buddhi together, many places you will find Man and Buddhi coming together. Many places from chapter 2 to verse 18. But Chitta word comes only 3 times. 2 times in this chapter we are talking about. In chapter 6, this 18 and 20th verse, 2 times Chitta comes in, and again comes in Bhakti Yoga, 12th chapter, verse 9. But before that, Bhagavan says, Mayeva man adatsva, Mai buddhim nivesaya, nivasisasi mayeva, ata urdhvam nasansa, ata chittam samadhatum, na saknosi maistiram, abhyasa yoga tato. So you see that Bhagavan there again is talking about man, buddhi, and then chitta. That first put mind onto me. Mayeva, man ko asthir karo. Mai buddhim. So man, if is misbehaving, control this man with your intellect. And if you are able to control your mind with your intellect, then the chitta will be able to samadhatum, to me, to remain in me. So the process is to train or tame or discipline or control, sanyama, niyamya, whatever word you call it. It is the mana which is connecting with the indriya and the body. The Bahirkaran which we have got, the body, then senses, they are all the time disturbing mind. So mind gets disturbed. Bhagavan says that put in effort, train your mind in such a way that it doesn't get disturbed by the outside phenomena, and that the intellect, if you are powerful intellect, your man Suddh is, there is purity in your intellect, it will stop the mind to get to misbehave. It will not allow it to misbehave. So the intellect will be able to do that. For that, intellect has to have sattvic tendency. I will come again to explain to that. So one's mind and intellect is able to control your mind, chitta, which is the nearest, which chitta, let me come to here. You see, the phenomena is such that the mind, intellect is all the time interacting with the mind. Whether you like it or don't like it, if you are too rowdy, too tamasic, then of course intellect will have no way to do it. But once intellect is controlling this, chitta is closer to Brahma and is able to have oneness with Brahma, once it is released from the irritation or some disturbing factor coming from the mind. You see, in ahankar, in ego, what is ego? In ego, you have all the vasana. You have all the, and this vasana in ego, trigunatmak, that trigunatmak prakriti which is there in ahankar is coming from your past lives accumulated for this. And depending in this life, depending upon the quantum of the three guna, ahankar is influencing the chitta and the mind, intellect and mind. So it is a phenomena which goes on in a circle way, so that ahankar with his tamasic pravritti, if it is tamasic, it will not allow chit or intellect and mind to do, that is gone case. But if it is rajasic, then your good actions by your mind and body will be able to purify and get rid of the impurity in ahankar, and it will purify chitta, and chitta will be able to influence the buddhi, and buddhi will be able to control the mind. So this circle goes on, and depending upon how much you are able to purify yourself, bring it to as much sattvic as possible, then your understanding, your एसोसिएशन, तादात्म वर्ड आता है, शरीर का तादात्म ब्रह्म से कितना जल्दी हो सकता है. अगर सात्विक प्रवृत्ति होने लग गई, then you are able to do it. It means, so this thing here, you see, ye, I have explained this earlier, this is the situation of Brahma, and this is the Maya which is there, Trigunatka Prakriti. This Maya is veiling, is not allowing the individual to get exposed to Brahma. And this layer of Maya, depending upon how much guna you have got, you are able to get rid of this and go into the stage of Turja or go into the Brahma. So coming back to this here, there is need, Bhagwan says here, that you have matha chitta, man sanyamya, discipline your mind, then your chitta with your vairagya and vivek will become purified. And once it is purified, then has the capability, then it will be able to have goal as Brahma and be one with him. When that happened, then this veil of ignorance between the individual and Brahma will be thinned out. And once that is thinned out, you are one with Brahma. So that is the ability of one to improve gradually, allowing the mind to be restrained, allowing the buddhi to have control over the mind, chitta purified, and ahankar will be all sattvic tendency in that, and you are one with Brahma. That is the teaching Bhagavan is talking about this verse. Coming to verse 15, which is connected verse with verse 14, here says, Yunjanevam sadatmanam yogi niyatamanasa shantim nirvana paramam mat sanstha madhigacchati. It is same line. If you are able to concentrate your mind and chitta, Bhagavan says, constantly atmanam yunjam, keeping the mind absorbed in me, yogi niyatmanasa, with his disciplined mind, nirvana adhigacchati, attains liberation from material bondage, and paramam shantim adhigacchati, attain supreme peace. Mat sanstha adhigacchati, then he abides in me. So again, the same process here, that the mind absorbed in me, disciplined mind, he is liberated from the material world and he attains peace. Now in this verse, There are two things to be looked into. In this verse, two things Bhagavan is talking about. One is Santim Nirvan Paramam. Paramam Santim, you are liberated from the material bondage. And Mat Sansthamadi Gachati abides in me. So you see, there are two components. Again, I have been emphasizing before, and we keep on emphasizing the two factors. One is the association with Sansar, and other is Brahma. We are on two sides. If you are able to, you can never get peace of mind if you are associating yourself with you are interacting yourself with sansar and getting affected. Raga, dvesh, we talked about earlier. The same thing applies here. Paramam Santi will get once you are liberated from the material bondage. This is the one here. And once that happens, then you can attain supreme. Then you can abide in him also. I will stop in a minute.
Yeah,
Just sorry.
Yeah.
Just one point and then I will stop. You
Thank you.
see, I was writing an article on Ishvara, for publication in the Guru Prasad. And going to that, we all know this verse very much. Ishvara Sarvbhutana Videsya Ardunti Sati, Brahman Sarvbhutani Antara. But the second verse, again, going in between the line, Tameva Saranam Gacha Sarvabhaven Bharata Tat Prasadat Param Santim Sthanam Prapsa Sadvatam. You see, here again, the same philosophy comes in. Once you go to his Saran, two things happen. Tat Prasadat, because of his blessing, Param Santim, you get Param Santim. And what is the supreme peace? You get detachment from material world. And what happened then? Sthanam prapsa saswatam. You get saswata sthanam, that is supreme abode. You get complete unification with the Lord. So at one time, the complete detachment from material world, and then complete unification with the Lord. Throughout Bhagavad Gita, it is so crystal clear, gives us the beautiful way he has given his teaching to all of us to understand, grasp, and follow the line. Jai Sri Krishna, Jai Gurudev.
And Dr. Saab, you brought up these two verses, and Bhagavad Gita is such a mystical thing created by the Lord. With these two verses, you can attain Param Shanti. Just two verses. Everywhere it has been mentioned how to get Shanti, and if somebody wants to be happy in life, they must be in the state of Shanti. And Bhagavad Gita has given not one place, but many places. Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam, 15th chapter, full of this. We are fortunate talking about Bhagavad Gita, and we are blessed, Guru Bhakta. I get thrilled, and last two verses were, I mean, I cannot explain, but I can feel it. Thank you very much. At this time, we have about 7-8 minutes, so I think we have Ramesh Khemlani ji. You want to take 2 minutes and talk about Gurudev's book?
Yes, sure.
Except,
जोशी जी, हमारी किस्मत बहुत अच्छी है जो ये किताब हमको मिली है और इससे बहुत जनों का बेनिफिट होने जा रहा है। लेकिन क्या है, सब लोग तो प्यार नहीं करते हैं। पता नहीं क्यों गीता से भागते जाते हैं दूर। कोई गीता पढ़ता है तो क्या लगता है भाग जाते हैं दूर। गीता इतनी प्यारी है, भगवान ने बोला है गीता माँ है। माँ से कोई डरता है क्या? माँ तो गले लगाती है, प्यार करती है। क्यों डरते हो सब लोग? संस्कृत है इसलिए डरते हो या भगवान की वाणी है? एक बार कोई अंदर जाके तो देखे। जानना ही नहीं पसंद करते हैं। जिससे बोल लो गीता पढ़ो, हम 60 साल के होंगे तब पढ़ेंगे, बताइए। और इधर खजाने के ऊपर खजाना मिल रहा है। और ये बात सही है, भगवान कहते हैं हम उसको देते हैं जिसको चाहिए, हम उसको नहीं देते हैं जिसको नहीं चाहिए। और भगवान ने खुद बोला है कि उसको बताना जिसको शौक हो, जिसको ध्यान हो भगवान के बारे में, उसको बताना। तो इधर सब लोग आते हैं सुबह 4 बजे 5 बजे अपने हिसाब से सारा टाइम निकाल के। तो भगवान तो उधर आना ही है अपना ज्ञान देने के लिए। और फिर गुरु की वाणी, गुरु ने ये इस किताब में अपने सुविचार जो है, गीता का जो तत्व ज्ञान है, तत्व ज्ञान, क्योंकि किसी के पास टाइम नहीं है गीता पढ़ने के लिए। मैंने भी गुरुजी को बोला था फ्री टाइम में, मैंने कहा गुरुजी चलिए घूम के आते हैं। तो कहा मैं क्या फ्री टाइम में घूमने आया हूँ? मैंने कहा नहीं गुरुजी, घूमने तो नहीं आए हैं, लेकिन थोड़ा बाहर चलते हैं सुबह, अच्छा लगेगा। तो गए, कार में बैठे, गुरुजी बैठे कार में, बहुत अच्छा लगा। तो मन में विचार आया कि मैं गुरुजी से कुछ पूछूं। तो ये विचार आया कि गुरुजी से बोला, मैंने कहा गुरुजी किसको बोलते हैं गीता पढ़ो, तो वो पढ़ता ही नहीं है। और गीता में 700 श्लोक हैं। हम आपसे रिक्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं कि आप मेहरबानी करके कोई एक ऐसा श्लोक बता दीजिए ताकि उससे ऐसा लगे कि मैंने पूरी भगवत गीता पढ़ ली। कहा मुझे मालूम था रमेश, तू मुझे घुमाने नहीं आया है, मेरे अंदर से तत्व ज्ञान जो है वो लेने आया है। मैं जानता हूँ तुमको अच्छी तरह से। तो मैंने कहा गुरु जी ये भी सच्ची बात है, क्योंकि गुरुजी अंदर ज्ञान ऐसे नहीं देते हैं, बहुत कुछ करना पड़ता है। लाइब्रेरी में मैंने दुकान बंद किया, उसके बाद गुरुजी के पास गए फ्री टाउन में, और फिर गुरुजी से मिले। फिर वहां पर गुरुजी के साथ रहे, फिर फ्री टाउन से लाइब्रेरिया, लाइब्रेरिया से अभिजान, अभिजान से लेगोस। 15 दिन गुरुजी के साथ रहे, बहुत आनंद आया, बहुत ज्ञान प्राप्त किया। आज वही काम आ रहा है। तो ये बहुत खजाना जो मिला है, हम चाहते हैं हम पूरे दुनिया को बांटें। और ये जो किताब मिली है, ये अनंत कृपा है परमात्मा की और गुरु जी की। तो पहला श्लोक मैं पढ़ने जा रहा हूँ। गीता सारे संसार की माता है। एक तो माँ है जिसने पैदा किया, और दूसरी माँ, ऐसे माँ बहुत है, धरती माता भी है, गाय माता भी है। तो इधर गीता भी बता रहे हैं कि गीता सारे संसार की माता है, वह सबका पालन करती है। बताइए, आप अंदर जाएंगे तभी तो मालूम पड़ेगा कि बच्चे की तरह हम लोग को पाल पाल पोस के बड़ा कर रही है। हमको कौन पाल पोस के बड़ा कर रहा है? और किसी को दूर नहीं हटाती, भले कोई भी हो, दुराचारी से दुराचारी भी हो, गीता माता उसको गले लगाती है। थोड़ा देखिए कितनी महिमा है, कृपा। तो ये स्वामी किरण जी की वजह से इंग्लिश में भी है इसमें। गीता इज द मदर ऑफ द एंटायर यूनिवर्स, शी टेक्स केयर ऑफ ऑल एंड डज नॉट कीप अवे फ्रॉम एनीवन। पहला श्लोक ही खत्म हुआ। दूसरा, गीता उच्चतम, गीता उच्चतम आध्यात्मिक ज्ञान का कोश है। इंसान तो कोश ढूंढ रहा है, लेकिन दूसरी चीज का कोश ढूंढ रहा है, खजाना ढूंढ रहा है। ऐसा नहीं कि खजाना नहीं ढूंढ रहा है, लेकिन पैसों का, जेवरात का, दूसरी बहुत सारी चीजों का खजाना ढूंढ रहा है। लेकिन भगवान ने इधर बोला है गीता उच्चतम आध्यात्मिक ज्ञान का कोश है। इसका हर मंत्र खरे सोने जैसा सत्य का उद्घाटन करता है। कौन कर सकता है इस श्लोक की महिमा का वर्णन? बताइए, कितनी गहरी बात लिखी हुई है। गीता इज द डिक्शनरी ऑफ हाईएस्ट स्पिरिचुअल नॉलेज। गीता इज द डिक्शनरी of highest spiritual knowledge. Its every mantra reveals the real truth like pure gold. गोल्ड का देना तो नहीं चाहिए गोल्ड, लेकिन अभी क्या है, गोल्ड गोल्ड का नाम लेते ही सबके मुंह में पानी आ जाता है। तो भगवान ने इधर गोल्ड की व्याख्या बताते हुए बोला है कि गीता तो बहुत बड़ी चीज है, लेकिन व्याख्या दे दी है कि जो जो खरा सोना होता है उससे भी बहुत बड़ी चीज है। गीता उच्चतम आध्यात्मिक ज्ञान का कोश है। इसका हर मंत्र खरे सोने जैसा सत्य का उद्घाटन करता है। जय श्री कृष्ण।
धन्यवाद. Thank you very, very much. Now our time is getting up. There is a news to share, a good news. One of the scholar devotee, Moti Merwat has been blessed by a great granddaughter yesterday. The fourth generation great granddaughters of Moti ji ko badai.
बहुत बहुत बधाई, बहुत बधाई.
So she was here momentarily. Moti ji, आपको बहुत बधाई.
थैंक यू आपको सब लोगों को.
And we all know that she also has a concurrent session on Thursday morning. And this morning was one of the very favorite verse. Nasato vidyate bhavo na bhavo vidyate sada. And discussion was on that. It was very well done. So this is now, time is up for today. Thank you, Geeta Kiran ji, very, very much. Thank you, Kapoor Sahib, Dr. Sahib, and Prem ji, welcome. जब तक यहाँ हो और North Carolina, maybe you can join us. Very nice to see you. And Keshav ji, आज समय समाप्त हो गया, so next week please be ready. We'll request you for a few minutes.
ओके जी, जैसा आपका आदेश. थैंक यू.
Thank you very much. Now we have taken 1 hour and 15 minutes. With that, we conclude today's beautiful satsang discourse. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev, Jai Shri Krishna.
जय श्री कृष्ण. जय
That's